All right, cool. So does everyone have GFU Live pulled up on their screen for those who are able to do that? I see a couple ones in the chat, so perfect. All right, let's go back to sharing screen. Okay. So, guys, has everyone gone through the Sniper Pro Bootcamp, the videos 2, 5, and 6? Drop a 2 in the chat if you have, drop a 1 in the chat if you have not. Because the very first step is going through the boot camps. If you haven't gone through the boot camps, I really can't help you. All right, you guys are awesome. So I am gonna just show on this live really quick where to go to the boot camps. We'll go to educators on the left-hand corner, and then once it loads, we will look for John Oliver since he is the creator of Sniper Pro. So we'll go to page 3, click on his name. And then we'll scroll all the way down to courses and it'll be Sniper Pro Bootcamp. Click play button. Get this out the way. And then here's his bootcamp videos right here. And if you want to learn even more about Sniper Pro, you can watch all of these videos. It just gets more and more deep into how it works. But the main videos for beginners is 2, 5, and 6. And they're very short videos. It's literally 15 minutes total. All right, but let's get into it, guys. Pull up the scanner with me for everybody who has their GFU Live open. Now, since we are trading with this kind of independently, what you always want to do first before you start trading is go to forexfactory.com. I need to add this to my tabs. So all we're going to do on forexfactory.com is we're going to look at today's date and we're going to check to see what pair we're trading. So if you're trading gold like me, gold is USD pair. So I just want to make sure there's no red or gray folders next to USD. So it looks like today is blue skies. We got yellow yellow folders almost all the way across the board except for GBP at 2 a.m. But GBP is also yellow now. You also can check the times as well. So, like, for example, USD might have been like red early in the morning, but later in the day it might change to yellow. So, as long as you know when you are trading that pair, it's on a yellow or orange folder, you're good. Red and gray folders are a no trade. Okay, so we are good to go for gold. So, let's go ahead and pull up Sniper Pro all right here. If you guys want to do it with me. And then over here, we're going to change it to commodities. And you can trade whatever pair you want, guys. I just like gold. And then we're going to change this to gold. All right. Drop a 1 in the chat if you're following along and if you have that pulled up with me. Drop a 1 in the chat if you are with me and you got all the settings adjusted. Cool. Now, this is a personal preference. I'm just going to change it to dark mode. You don't have to do that, whatever works for you. And then I'm also going to change it to the 1 minute time frame. If you don't see the 1 minute here, you can click the drop down and all the time frames are here. You can star the ones that you like to trade with the most. On Sniper Pro, this is only for, short-term scalping. So in and out trades. So the scalping is going to be the 5 minutes and below. So basically 5 minute, 3 minute, and 1 minute are going to be the main ones we use for Sniper Pro. So I have those three starred. So they save to my dashboard right there. I don't know what I just clicked and it made my screen look weird. Hold on. Okay. So next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click this thing right here, this like expand button off to the right. Okay, so I'm gonna expand it just to make it bigger on my screen. And then obviously it's all zoomed out, right, when you first pull it up. So what you're going to want to do on the right-hand corner, let me move my face over here. On the right-hand corner, you're going to click on your mouse and you're going to drag out and then click on the chart, drag up, click on the right-hand side again, drag up, click on the chart, drag down, click up, pull it up, and until it looks, good enough for you to see it. Okay, and then you can also zoom in and out like this by holding the mouse and kind of dragging it. I think there is right here too on the screen. If you pull your mouse down here, you can zoom out this way, zoom in this way as well. Okay. Are you guys following? Is this, you guys with me on that? Drop a one in the chat if you are following. If you have your chart looking like mine. If you don't, if you need me to go through that again, drop a two. All right, cool. Think that we're all on the same page. All right, guys, cool. So it looks like right now gold just called a buy. So we see the scorecard here for blue. So blue is buy, right? And red is sell. So it called the buy, and right now it's actually just at TP2. So if you would have took this trade, you actually would have made money. And it most likely, oh yeah, we had a sniper arrow. So this is the more advanced signal. But if you would have took this sniper arrow signal for the sell, you would have caught all of this and made profit. And I'm sure there was a buy over here. Yeah, like right around here, it called a buy. Guys, I'm telling you, I was really watching this scanner like a hawk yesterday, and almost every trade hit take profit. The only thing is you just got to be quick with it. It's not really fast, but at the same time, as soon as you see the signal, you need to take the trade. Like you can't really like wait. As long as your confirmations line up, you need to, as soon as you see your signal, you got to take the trade because these are very short-term trades because it's scalping. So it's in and out trades. And obviously, since it's quicker trades with shorter take profits, you can use a higher lot size. So, you're not just making a couple of cents per trade. You can make a little bit more dollars. You should be able to use. Okay. And if anybody has any specific questions, let me know. If anybody's been having any issues with anything, let me know. Even when it comes to placing your trades on MetaTrader, honestly, guys, in my opinion, I know we have some traders on this call, so you guys let me know your opinion. But I personally like gold on the 1 minute the most, like for this scanner. Oh, I'm on the 5 minute. I'm tripping. So, okay, so on the 1 minute, it called a buy as well. And look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. There was literally no drawdown. It called the buy right here, TP1, TP2, and beyond. Gorgeous. Called the sell up here. Literally no drawdown. It just tanked. Like, what? This scanner is actually crazy. I'm actually mad I haven't been using this a lot earlier. But truly, guys, like I would say to find one to maybe three pairs and stick with it. My favorite is gold. So XAUUSD. And then on the 1 minute, I feel like it just works so well on gold on the 1 minute. So you don't really need to be trading every other pair. You can trade any pair with this, but I think it's best to stick to one. Do you agree with that, Brianna? Ace, golden indices, and oh my gosh, indices on 1 minute chef kiss. Yeah, so the main pairs, honestly, that I would suggest trading, kind of like Ace just said, and you guys can unmute too. Like, if you guys want to add anything, like, this is just a small group session. We're not like, this isn't anything crazy. This is a interactive call. So if you guys want to unmute and say anything, that's cool. But yeah, indices, gold, amazing. Best for scalping, yes. So indices are going to be your NAS 100 and US 30. So I'll put it in the chat and US 30. And then gold, which is XAUUSD. So honestly, guys, those three pairs, and that's the same three that John Oliver trades as well. He doesn't really trade, I think he doesn't really trade Forex pairs. But you can trade Forex pairs with this. But like Brianna just said, these pairs are honestly best for scalping because you can just get more out of them and they move a little bit, better. And gold, honestly, like I don't know about you guys, but gold seems to move really nice all day long. Like I can pull up gold at this time. I could pull it up at 2 p.m. in the middle of the day. I can pull it up at 7 p.m. at night, and it's usually working pretty well. I have not tried it on the 15 minute or more. I've seen a lot of mornings so far at why is my thing in the way? New York Bell, they're the initial move and wait, what do you mean, Ace? And guys, while we are sitting here talking about it, we will also see if any trade ideas come out at the moment. But honestly, what I would suggest is you take an hour out of your day. So pick an hour of your day where you're not working, you know you're going to be free, you're at home, chilling. Have Sniper Pro pulled up on your laptop and just sit there and just watch it and wait for trades. Because yesterday, when I watched it for about an hour, there was literally about 8 signals, and honestly, all of them won yesterday. Not saying you're going to win every time because that's not real, like that's not reality, but it definitely has a really high win rate. I will say that. So I don't know about Sniper Pro on the higher time frames, but I'm sure it does work. Okay, so let's see. Right now, we are in a bearish trend. So if it's red, ultimately, guys, just know red is always down. Red means sell, and blue means buy, means up. Okay, so if you're new, take a note of that. You know, write it down. Red is down, sell. Blue is up, buy. So overall, we are in a bearish trend, also a downtrend. So it literally had a pullback, and you know, you could have actually made money still on the buy, even though it's overall a downtrend. But more than likely, what I'm thinking is this is going to turn back around and call another sell. So we already see the snake. So this line, just this kind of swiggly line, this is also turning red. It just turned blue a little bit, but it's starting to turn red. Next thing that we want to see is our trend direction. So the dotted lines in the middle, we want to see that turn red as well if it does call a sell, right? So if it does call a sell, we want basically, guys, this is a color coded scanner. It couldn't get honestly any easier. So as long as this matches up, this matches up, the candles match up, this matches up, this line on the screen matches up, you see red or blue arrows, as long as they match up, you're good to go. Is that making sense, guys? Is that making sense? Like John will let's say call out a buy stop for Nas, then like 10 minutes ago. Oh yeah. It literally buy sell because it is scalping, and obviously the smaller time frames are a lot more, you know, up and down. So you can definitely catch buys and sells. On the top of the screen when you put, so if you're using it for another time. So yeah, Luna, so for GFU Live, it should automatically convert to your like time zone. So that's just my time zone, but it automatically should convert to your time zone, or you can change it as well. Although the time zone doesn't really make a difference for the scanners, but just in general, so you can have like the live sessions and stuff to match your time. Yes. Could you go over matching set again? Okay, cool. Let me see. For newbies, get in on the flag and out people. Exactly. Okay, thank you for bringing that up, Samantha. So for newbies, right? The main, oh, look at this. This is a oh shoot, I have to reset it. Hold on. Sometimes, you know, it is AI, so sometimes you might need to refresh the screen a little bit. How did he do it? I had a guy tell me yesterday. I'm trying to remember what he said. I think it was reset. Um, all right, I'm just gonna refresh my page like this. I'm just gonna have to open it all up again. All right, so we'll go back to Sniper Pro. We'll go back to gold. Sniper Pro was calling a sell on gold for the sniper arrow signal. So that's an advanced signal. So technically for beginners, you don't want to trade that. I know John Oliver says to take a minimum of 25 trades on your demo account before you go live, just because that'll give you the proof that you can be consistent and you're seeing consistent results using it on your own. So yeah, so this would be a sniper arrow signal. This is indicating a sell, but everything else is not aligning. This blue line is not aligning. Down here, this is so somewhat. It's not really consistently red right now, and definitely not the trend direction. The trend direction is not red. So I would not take this sell. Okay. I would not take this sell. All right. Now, again, For beginners, the beginner rules are you take the signal as soon as you see the scorecard, so the blue or the red box with a plus number in it, and you go for TP1. You go for TP1 only. Okay? Let's see. Let me look at the chat. Anthony said, oh, I tried that and it didn't work this time for some reason. All right, guys, cool. Does anybody else have questions other than that? We're just gonna see if there are any trades that come out. This might turn into a nice sell trade. We'll see. We will see if it turns into a nice sell trade. But as of right now, it's not aligning, right, with our color matching. There's a multiple indications, guys. So again, you get the either the scorecard or you get the sniper arrow in blue or red. And then you have your candle colors matching. So blue for buys, red for sells. Then you have this line. It's like a trend line, kind of. It'll match the color you want it to match. So blue for buys, red for sells. You'll see the arrows, the small arrows on the screen. Oh, look at this. Oh, a sniper signal for blue. I'm not gonna lie, that does look good to me. I don't know if anybody else would, anybody else here with experience will take that, but I'm low key thinking about taking it, although it is still in an overall downtrend. So if you do take it, I would say risk a little less. But everything is matching right now for the most part. So we have blue candle, blue trend direction, blue up here, and yeah. So let me go to my MetaTrader real quick. Let me see. What you guys think? Ace, Brianna? You guys can definitely unmute if you want to. For right now, this is looking like a decent little buy, but again, I'm not 100% because also another thing to keep in mind is whenever the snake is way up here close to the top or way down here close to the bottom, so the top is like this red box and the bottom is this blue box, that typically means that it's overbought or oversold, meaning it's going to eventually turn around. So see this, it just turned red right here, so I'm not 100% confident on that buy. I'm not liking. I would say no. Okay, yeah. So that's why I said, you can take it, but it's not 100% because, again, guys, just look at it's pretty simple, right? So this is your ceiling, this red box thing. And then you have the blue at the bottom, which is your floor. So whenever it gets up close to your ceiling, kind of like if you were to bounce a ball or throw a ball up at the ceiling, most likely it's going to end up coming back down, right? Or if you bounce the ball on the floor, it's going to eventually come back up. So not to say that it's going to do it right away, but that is kind of just like an indicator that, okay, maybe I don't want to take this trade. And look exactly what happened. It pulled back and this started turning red again. So right now we're kind of just consolidating. We're not really going nowhere at the moment. Let me see. But keep those MetaTrader 5s open, guys, because we might end up getting a nice sell signal right here. So let's see. I'm no expert. Honestly, Browna, like you don't have to be like as long as you know the basic like color coordinated um you know indications here, it's actually stupid simple. So, okay, look at that. Now we have a sniper arrow sell signal. Now, only thing I don't like right now is the trend direction is still blue, but it could change here in a minute. Sometimes it will just start selling off and this will change. Look at that. Boom. I think I might take the sell. I think I might take the sell. If you do risk a little bit less, I'm gonna see if it'll come back up a little bit. Let's see. I think I'm just gonna take it right now. Now, the thing about this, guys, don't do it if you're a beginner. I mean, if you're on demo, it's fine. But with the sniper arrow signals, they don't really give you coordinates. They give you take like take profit one, take profit two, and a stop loss with the scorecard. But with the sniper arrow signals, they're more advanced. So it's kind of like at your own discretion on where you want to kind of like set your coordinates. So that's why it's really not for beginners unless you go more into you said you like this one? Yeah, so you want to go over all of the boot camp videos to kind of get the more advanced perspective on Sniper Pro. But yeah, guys, I am in this trade, so we will see. I did risk kind of small because again, this kind of just turned red. So as of right now, we're going into profit. We love that. Let me go ahead and so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set my stop loss just like right around here, a little above this last candle, and then my take profit, I am putting it like down here. So we'll see how this plays out. But so far, it is moving nicely into profit. Check that out. Boom. Come on, guys. Was that hard or what? For my own analysis, I think it can go down to 4013. Okay, that's pretty far down. 40. Oh, no, that's actually pretty much where I set mine at. Just a little bit above that. All right, cool. Did anybody else get in this trade with me? I think David, you might have. David, you got in? Anybody else? Drop a 777 if you got in this trade with me.
So Alexis, I'm not taking it because I'm not advanced with it. But if this was a card and I want to take it, these numbers on the right in the red, that's the stop loss. That 4010, and the take profit is
So,
above it.
so this was for the previous signal.
That's what I'm thinking, but I can't find. Okay, so these numbers are not there yet, or you put them as advanced.
So the reason why this one is advanced is because you don't get coordinates for these signals for the sniper arrow, but
Okay, okay,
you get it for the scorecards. So
okay.
this was from this previous buy. Uh,
That was, yeah, that's what I was thinking. But again, that's why I'm like, wait a minute, where is this? That's why it says don't take it if you're a beginner. Okay,
exactly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're kind of like setting up your coordinates for the sniper arrow on your own discretion.
okay, okay,
But for the scorecard, you will get the take profits, the stop loss. And yeah,
okay, makes
you could go through the further on boot camp since not in the in his
yeah,
Sniper Pro boot camp and kind of learn more about the more advanced as well.
yeah. I'll do that. Yeah,
Okay,
definitely.
amazing, amazing. But yeah, if anybody took this with me, we are in profit right now. So what? $80. Hold up. I risked pretty small on this
Is
one.
the time different going to make an be a problem? Because
Time
your
difference.
sc your screen is totally different from my screen because your screen is more ahead than my screen right here.
Oh, is it?
Okay, yes, because my time is 10:28 and I believe your time is 11:28.
Oh, no, it's not going to make any difference at all. We're looking at the same exact chart. As long as you have yours on the 1 minute time frame as well, regardless of the time zone difference, it should be the exact same.
Okay.
Does that help? That makes sense.
Yes, I just switched it to 1 minute. I was on 5 minutes.
Yeah, so that would be the difference because yeah, 5 minute. So basically what that means is every candle, so these boxes on the chart are all called candlesticks. So the time frame, what the difference is on the 1 minute, each candle represents 1 minute. So every time a minute goes past, a new candle forms. On the 5 minute, it's the same thing, but every candle that forms takes 5 minutes. So hopefully that helps. But yeah, that would be the difference. Wow, guys, look at this. So called the sell up here. We are in profit right now. You guys can feel free to take some profit off the table. I do have my take profit for 4016.98. And then, I mean, honestly, we're almost halfway to TP. So I'm going to probably go risk free in a minute, but we'll let it sit for a little bit. But amazing, guys. So if you guys took this trade, you made some profit, shout outs. I love it. I love it.
So when you say you're gonna go risk, you might go risk free in a minute. What does that mean?
Okay, so and again, this is I would say, yeah, that's something that you don't really learn right away as a beginner. But on MetaTrader 5, so I have the gold chart pulled up. So I would go to my gold, click on it, go to the chart. This way I can see my trade. So it's gonna be there on the screen. So you're gonna see exactly where you sold. It'll say sell, and it'll show the number that you sold, and it'll show you where your take profit is and your stop loss. I know you can't really see it. You can actually drag your stop loss to your entry. So what risk-free means is that you're moving your stop loss to your entry. So that way, if the trade does come back up to where you entered, you're not risking any of your capital because you're already in profit. So usually when you're in profit, there's no need to risk your actual capital. Does that make sense? Okay, so basically risk-free just means moving your stop loss number to your entry number. So all you would do on MetaTrader is you could either drag it down on the screen, you click the line where your SL is, and you simply drag it, and then you would, click the arrow and modify the trade, click it and modify. Or you can just simply go to the actual trade itself, click on it and hit modify position and then change it that way. So there's just two different ways you could change it. But yeah, guys, we are like halfway to TP, so I probably will go risk free right now. Amazing, guys. We just took a really nice trade. That one was beautiful. Shout out to everybody who got in. And I know beginners, I know you probably have a little bit of FOMO, but that's okay. That's okay. It's a learning experience, you know. You can take these with us on this call. Because I'm probably gonna start doing more calls like this. That's my goal. But again, just if you do take them, just risk a little less, So basically use a smaller lot size if you take them. Let me see the chat. I am finally seeing profits again, thanks to Sniper. Love it. Eduardo got in. Amazing, amazing. From student to teacher. I had to get on here, man. You should make more calls like this. Yes. Definitely shout out to you, Brianna, because you've helped me a lot on the trading side of things for sure. But yeah, honestly, like I really am grateful for Sniper Pro. It's definitely been helpful. And I would definitely say, although we do love Trend Wave, we love Golden Era, I will definitely say that this is for sure by far the most beginner friendly scanner. Yeah, guys, well, let me know if there's any other questions. Also, what I like about Sniper Pro, since I didn't mention this, it also not only does it tell you when to get in, it also tells you when to get out. So it gives you indications of when you should get out of a trade. So, for example, if there is a buy signal that pops up here, as soon as you see a buy signal, whether it's a Sniper Pro arrow or a scorecard, and we're in a sell, you want to exit that trade immediately. Okay. So even if your take profit is further down, if you see a buy signal, whether it's, the scorecard, a sniper arrow, whether you see any of these start to turn blue, as soon as you see that, you want to get out of your trade and close your profit. So that's another really cool feature about Sniper Pro because a lot of the time we know when to get in the trades, but we don't know when to get out. And it's definitely game changing for sure. So we are pretty deep in profit at the moment. Little pullbacks. Oh, look at that, guys. We just got a blue. So guess what I'm doing? I'm closing my profit. You can't hold it because it could just be a quick pullback and keep going down. But honestly, I'm just going to go ahead and close with my profit. So you see what I'm saying? Look at this. Blue arrow, snake just turned blue. Trend direction is still red. So again, it could pull back. And if you're at break even anyways, regardless, you won't lose any money. But at least take partials. All right. At least close with partial profits. Okay. For the people who don't know what risk-free is, she made a video. Oh yeah, I did make a video on that as well. I can forward it to you guys on like how to use. Oh, I think okay, Brianna forwarded it in our community chat. So if you don't know how to go risk-free, if you don't know how to take partial profits, go look in the community chat. It's a very short video. It's literally like 8 minutes long. And I kind of go through that on MetaTrader just to show you guys how to do it. Awesome. Well, we got a trade for the day. We got a trade in. You guys hopefully feel more confident about using Sniper Pro on your own. And trust me, guys, if you sit here for the next hour, you'll probably see a couple more trades. Look at this. Blue, it's kind of in and out, but again, it could keep coming down for sure. But we definitely caught some good profit there. So don't risk your profits. Just take your profit. You know, we had a good session. I love being a chocolate queen. What? So for Sniper Pro, it's better to do 1 minute than five. Not necessarily. They're both good. I just like the 1 minute. Okay, so let me explain this to be very clear. 1 minute you will get, look at this. Boom. Now we have a sniper arrow for a buy. So at this point, you definitely are gonna be out of this trade. You definitely are out of this trade. I'm glad I took my profit down here. Okay. You see what I'm saying? So look at that. So this just helped you to know, okay, let me close my trade out. Let me take my profit. And now I actually can get in a buy signal because look, the snake is blue. The trend direction is blue. We got blue, blue, blue. So you can actually buy now, right? If you got in this buy, you could have took that buy just now. You guys see what I'm saying? But to go back to your question, it doesn't necessarily matter if it's the 5 minute or the 1 minute. It's not like one is better than the other. It's more so on the 1 minute, you will see more signals. But at the same time, as a beginner, you don't want to trade all day. That's a big misconception that beginners have. Uh, is that you don't want to like take a million trades. That's not how you're gonna make money trading. I usually take 1 to 5 trades. Five would be the absolute max. So even though you might see 20 signals come out, that doesn't mean you should take all 20. Be happy and grateful with your profit and take it and get off the chart and go build the business or go do whatever you do. Okay. So that's the only difference. You're going to see more signals pop up on the 1 minute because it's moving faster. The 5 minute is just a little bit slower, but not by much, but it is a little bit slower. All right, cool. Well, I think we had a really successful session. What do you guys think? Let me know. Yes, go build a business. Go spend the rest of your day either learning, going into the education, or building the business, okay? Make your days productive. Definitely. Okay, amazing. I want to make sure because I know a lot of you on here are new, and I do want to make sure you guys feel confident doing this yourself. Guys, but this is our second session doing this, and we took 2 wins. We took a win yesterday on our session, on our first session, and we took a win today. So, you make money here, then build your dream life. Exactly. All right. Anybody else have questions? Anybody else want to say anything? Guys, this is a blue signal right now. All of it looks like it's aligning. So, if you got into this, you can definitely take it if you're a little more advanced. Don't do it if you're a beginner. I'm personally not going to take it since I did just take a nice trade myself. So I'm just going to leave it for right now. But you technically can take this trade. I would be a little bit careful though. Because overall, look at that. See, overall, it still says bearish trend. It still overall is a downtrend. So ultimately, you want to mainly look for sells in a downtrend. And see what I'm saying? Look, watch. It's been selling. It's been selling. It called little buys, little buy, little buy, but it's mostly been selling. You see what I'm saying? There was a nice buy right here, but it still is a downtrend. So essentially, the trend is your friend when you trade. So if you For the most part, it's always good to stick with the trend, what the trend is saying. So even if you do see like a buy and a sell trend, it's not that you can't make money with it because clearly you can, but ultimately you're probably going to have more success taking sells in a downtrend. Does that make sense for all my new people? Hey, it's Rashawn. Just joined. What's up, Rashawn? Welcome. We are actually towards the end of this call, but we'll probably be having more calls like this. And I did record this session, so I will post it in our chat. I took it. We'll see. Okay, David. David, I would just say be very careful. If this ends up turning red, just close the trade and just accept a very small loss. You don't have
I
to.
already got out. I'm out already.
Oh, okay, okay. Well, that's
Yeah, feel me? Yeah,
yeah.
I took a loss. I took a little L, but I'd rather take a small loss than a big one.
Facts, exactly. So that's why this is so cool because it shows you when you should kind of be cautious. So it's literally about at the entry right now. So I mean, regardless, you wouldn't have lost much or you would have just broke even or whatever. So amazing. If you want to say something, Brianna, you can unmute.
Okay, yeah, I didn't want to like interrupt you or anything. So,
You're good.
so for my beginners, right, one of the big things that I struggle with and a lot of beginners struggle is that they think they have to take 1,000 trades a day. All you need is a single to three good trades a day and you're done. You just grow those, so like the profit that you make within those first 1 to 3 trades is what you're building. So maybe today you're just making like $1 or two, but a month from now you might be making $50, and then a year from now you might be making $1,000. You know what I'm saying? Like you're slowly growing. You're not taking 1,000 trades. You're just taking 1 to 3, and you're growing those 1 to 3. Anyway, there you go.
Exactly. She just spoke some real facts. Like I told you guys, I literally am good with one trade a day for the most part. I mean, if I lose that trade, I might take one more, but just to try to either break even or make a little profit. But you got to just, one thing with trading, you just got to be patient and you got to understand there's always going to be another day. There's always going to be a signal. Like, even if you don't see a million signals today, tomorrow there might be 10, and you only need 1 out of 10 that does well. And the only difference between you making $5 and you making $50, even $500 is just your lot size. It's just the capital that you have. So I could have just made $500 on that little trade, or I could have just made $5. Only difference is the lot size that you are using based on your capital. Is that making sense, family? Amazing. So I'm gonna talk to my beginners on here. So I know Angel, Amanda, David, Eduardo. I know Emmanuel, you're good. You pretty much got it down. Jean Max, I know you're working. Luna, does anybody have any questions? Did this call help you guys? Just let me know and we will probably call it a day here. I have another call coming up soon. Let me know, family. As long as you guys feel good about it, the main thing is just prioritizing it in your schedule because what gets scheduled gets done. If you don't put it on your schedule, it's probably not going to get done, right? Just like your job, you have your job schedule. So why don't you schedule your trading time, right? Why don't you schedule for your own business, for building your own dream, right? So literally, guys, put it on your schedule. Don't treat it like a last minute thing, like it's not that big of a deal. Treat it like you treat your job and put it on your calendar. Okay, Angel, I got feedback from you. What about everybody else? What about everybody else? Just drop a 1 in the chat if you guys are feeling more confident after this. Drop a 2 if you're not, if you need a little more help. Okay, we got ones. There's a few more people. There's a few more I'm looking for. Okay, amazing. Well, this was a successful call, guys. I'm really happy about it. And it's all good, Rashawn. We'll do more calls and I will send the recording for this out. Um Amanda, are you good? Want to make sure you're good as well. And then whoever made profit, shout out to you. How much did you guys make? Drop it in the chat. I know there was a few people who caught it. Eduardo, and a few other people. Who else took the sell? Drop your profits in
I
the
did.
chat. Maya? Okay, we got Martin. He made 10 bucks. Ooh, you can go buy some, you can go ball out at the dollar store with that $10. Let's see who else. It was small though. It's okay. I took a small trade too. I made like I made like around the same. 50. Ooh, okay. So we got like about 100 and what's that? Like about $170. Amazing. Anybody else? Well, who else made money? Let's see how much we made. Let's see how much we made. So you guys see what I'm saying? Look, one person made $10, another person made $180. The only difference is your lot size. That's it. Same trade, different amount. Okay. All right. Well, hopefully you guys are good to go. I'm gonna go ahead and end this session here. But thank you guys for jumping on. And I did record, so I'll post it in the chats. And pretty soon we'll probably put this call as like a regular thing into our schedule because I think it's definitely much needed for the beginners. And I'm excited to just continue to make profits with you guys using the best scanner in the world. Shout out to Sniper. Shout out to Johnny. All right, guys. So see you guys on the other side. Let's have a great day. If you're not doing anything today, dive into the education more, practice using the scanner, and go build your business. Talk to you guys soon.